It's off the Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the Dagger?
Welcome back into the Dagger podcast. Hank Joseph and Gabe Fenster. I think we don't have to say our names anymore. We'll just put that out there.
Hank Joseph, Gabe Fenster.
Yeah, Gabe Fenster, Hank Joseph over there. Let's see if you guys can figure it out. So let's just dive right into it. So the NFL, pretty solid weekend. 1-5 in fantasy in 2 leagues, so that's pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
I'm really good this year.
Okay.
Turns out if you don't do a bunch of research and stuff, it might bite you in the and that's kind of what's happened, for me this year season. Of course, I got you.
I think I missed one curse word last episode.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. We're just having a good time. It's in the Bible. So
happy Rosh Hashanah. Happy
I'm going
Yom
to
Kippur.
start. Happy Rosh Hashanah, of course. Yom Kippur. Is that? You're Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
Okay,
no,
good,
I just wear this Jewish star just for fun.
I wasn't. I don't really take a look at your apparel all the time, but so you don't take the day off to celebrate, or
yeah, I had the option to go to Rosh Hashanah last night, but I just
you may not want to. You may not want to say that. You may not want to.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not the greatest Jew. It sucks to say.
I'm not the best Catholic either. So don't take notes from us if you're listening and you are heavy into those denominations. Certainly don't listen to us.
Either go Rosh Hashanah, sit in the service and wait for the food to come out, or Aaron Judge going for his 61st home run.
Well, yeah, but you knew one of them wasn't going to happen, and you knew the other one has happened every year for the last,
Actually, the food didn't come out for an hour or so.
Yeah, but it came out.
Eventually.
Exactly.
But it wasn't worth the wait.
But you can keep waiting for Aaron Judge, who may never get it.
He's going to get it.
I don't know.
He's going to get it.
No, have you seen the stats? The amount of balls that have been thrown at him? The amount of unhittable.
Yeah, it's kind of unfair.
Isn't it?
I don't know what they're doing.
I remember we were watching the game Saturday and my buddy was getting super pissed off because they kept showing it on the side of the Saturday college football games. And I can't believe the funniest thing was I saw on Twitter some guy was like, we don't care about the home run. Don't show us the 2 games. And I'm like, the college football game is still on. And I certainly do care. I want to see history happen.
Right.
As opposed to having to watch Maryland cling on to Michigan for as long as possible than to just lose. But, I did get that game wrong, actually, as well. Anyways, so we'll start with the NFL. That happened yesterday. And yesterday and last night, Mac Jones, severe high ankle sprain.
That's too bad.
He's definitely going to have to get surgery. The season wasn't looking good, but now we have an excuse, thankfully.
I keep forgetting you're a Patriots fan.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You'll figure it out eventually. I won't really be talking about us much more after this week.
Why not the Falcons?
Well, I grew up, obviously, as a Falcons fan, and then in 2007, which I've already explained this to a lot of people before in my life.
Oh, so you hopped on?
No, I just became one. Yeah, of course I hopped on.
Oh, you're okay. All right.
I'm fine. I'm very fine with it. I mean, my favorite player was running a dogfighting ring. So, one of my,
I got that name.
Hard.
I remember that name now.
It's kind of hard to just, stick around with the team when your favorite player goes to jail for 2 years. So, yeah, in 2007, I kind of just switched. And it was okay. I was a softcore Patriots fan because you're a kid. You're just a kid. You don't have any affiliations with any team. My parents weren't affiliated with any of the Atlanta sports teams, maybe except for the Braves. My brothers were kind of all over the place, 49ers. My oldest brother's a Falcons fan, but we're all just kind of all over the place. And,
I live in a split house. My mom grew up in New Hampshire. My sister was born in Boston, so they're Red Sox fans, and me and my dad are Yankee fans.
Yeah,
so.
Sure. I mean, it's, it is what it is. And, all it is once you pick a team, you better stay
You
got
to pick it young.
Well, yeah, I agree with that.
When you're young, you got some time, so pick it.
Yeah, so I'm Atlanta, Georgia, everything, and then just the Patriots.
I'm Miami, New York, so I get it.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing with Boston. I have no affiliation with Boston at all. I hate the Celtics. I hate Actually, I don't hate the Red Sox. I don't really care. They're pretty much nothing to me. So, yeah. Anyways, NFC East though, I bet you talk to 100% of people, and everybody says the Bills are going to run away with the division. Obviously Miami had some splash signings, but God, Miami's defense is damn good. I mean, they are very good. They're very, very good. They made it tough all day for Josh Allen, and he's so good. He's so good that he's too good for like his own self at times. He tries to do everything, which understandably they don't really have much of a run game. He kind of has to, but I mean, when you're Miami and you have the secondary that can kind of collapse on Stephon Diggs and make it tough for Gabriel Davis and those kinds of guys, you see Josh Allen having to throw all those checkdowns, and it sucks, and he wants to air it out. He wants to get it down the field, and if they're not getting that, their last 7 losses are all 8 or less points, and like we said last week, all their wins are 10 plus, their last 20 wins. So if they're not destroying somebody, or they're not scoring a late touchdown to go up to 2 scores, I mean, it's scary if you're a Bills fan.
Speaking of the Bills-Dolphins game, the NFL needs to do something about the clock. It's so unfair. Once you get a first down, you have to wait for the referee to run all the way across the field to start your new possession. Because the Bills lost.
Not why they lost.
Obviously, it's not why they lost, but it definitely didn't help.
No, they lost because the guy that caught it was supposed to go down. That was the whole play design. When you catch it, you go down so you can reset.
True.
Instead of trying to run across the field.
I agree.
And you saw the Bills OC. You saw why he was so upset. It certainly wasn't because the referees weren't there fast enough.
No, I agree. I agree with that, but I do think that it is a little unfair that you have to wait for the referee. Like, what? Well,
I get that, dude, but it's like, didn't you just see the thing with the Euro, the Spain basketball league? They're trying it out where you can just inbounds the ball without the referee getting it. It's mayhem, dude. It's madness.
That's a thing.
They're testing it out, and it looks so stupid.
That's bad.
But that's the same thing with football. If you were just able to set the ball,
yeah, but the shot clock stops, or the time stops when you're passing it in basketball.
Yeah, but it takes no time to do that. It takes no time, and in college it doesn't.
What's the point of doing that? It's not
so you can have an organized sports.
So you can push the pace
game.
in a fast break.
Oh, you're talking about basketball?
Basketball, yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's just because it's stupid.
But that's different than football, because in football, once you get a first down, the clock is running. In basketball, if you score, the clock stops.
No, only in the NFL does the clock run.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The NFL needs to do something about that.
No, they don't, because the game's it's been a rule forever. And now you're just one fan who watched one game and you think that everything should change.
But the game can't be dependent on how large the referee is and how long it takes him to...
That's not what the game was dependent on. The game was dependent on the Bills running a great play and the wide receiver not knowing time and score and not getting down. It has nothing to do with the refs or the coaches or anything. It's that one guy. And that's why that Bills OC, you saw that video? You saw the video of him?
I did.
Why do you think he was so mad? Again, it wasn't because of the referee?
I think he broke the iPad.
Yeah, well, Tom Brady broke 2 last week, so, I mean, it's obviously not a big deal. It's great for Microsoft. Great for Microsoft, because they're just constantly getting more publicity, number one, and then, hey, they just get to sell another one. The NFL probably buys it.
Actually, I want to talk about publicity, but we'll get later in the episode.
Yeah, we can get there.
Different sport, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, but anyways, Mike McDaniel and Tua, who definitely got a concussion and then definitely just came back into the game. The NFLPA's sent in a review for that. I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but he couldn't even really stand up. Like, he literally fell to the ground and then took him in. Halftime, he's right back out. So I don't really know what was going on there. I'm excited to see what comes out of it, but wow, AFC East is going to be awesome all year long. The Bills are going to be fun. The Bills needed to lose. You kind of have to lose early on sometimes.
Right.
So you can temper expectations and then just go out there and play ball.
Exactly.
I think they're going to be better for it. AFC East, look at the NFC East. If the Giants can win tonight, Eagles and Giants are 6-0. I mean, is that, by record, it's the best division in football.
It's going to be a good game.
How about
I'm
that?
excited.
How about that one? So that's going to be very funny.
This is going to determine if I want to watch the Giants for the rest of the season or not.
You should already be wanting to watch the Giants. Saquon is back, fully back. We'll see tonight, but I don't think the Cowboys defense is that great.
Daniel Jones.
Well, he was never in front,
yeah,
was he?
No,
yeah, he was
wasn't.
never. No, no, not quite.
Oh well, but
it could be a good night for them.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna get some pregame in. No, I'm just joking. I'm 20 years old, but no, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, if Dable can get a good plan going, it's kind of it's 2 bigger guys coaching the teams tonight, so you're going to see they're going to be sweating a lot. Just get ready for that. Meadowlands at night, they're going to be sweating a lot. So that's going to be funny. It's going to be a funny sight.
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. I was
such a
so
stinker.
excited.
I bet on the over because I was like, I just want to see it so bad, and I just tricked myself into thinking that I can control the narrative of an NFL game, which certainly you cannot. So I was like really excited to see points, and then
It's too bad.
well, Tom doesn't have his top 3 receivers,
I know.
which is just sick because like he has to throw to.
I mean,
Russell
Aaron Rodgers doesn't really
Gage and-
have his receivers either, but
No, he doesn't. But gosh, they're just such a better team. The Packers are just a very good team. That's just
They're
what it
always
is.
good.
Yeah, I mean they're just
until
a really good
the
team.
day Aaron Rodgers retires, they're going to be good.
Yeah, I completely agree, and that was kind of how it was with them with Favre, and they got lucky and snagged Rodgers out of the draft. They tried to do that again with Love, and it
Backfired.
them bad. Yeah, bad. But I don't know. Packers are going to be good regardless. That's all I can say. Rodgers always finds a way to win. Watching him just throw all these routes sideways, off the back, falling down, screen passes, looking forward, throwing it to his right. I mean, they're just a really fun team to watch.
You think the Buccaneers are going to go far this season?
What is far?
Well, the ceiling's always a Super Bowl for the Buccaneers
I don't
with Tom
think
Brady.
they're going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Hell no.
That was my question. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
curious
don't
what you think.
So. I don't think so. I don't think their defense is as good as it has been, and I'm certainly concerned about just the Bucs and how their receivers always seem to find a way to miss games. Always. Godwin played half a game, and he hasn't played since then.
I think if the Buccaneers don't do well this season, I think it's it for Brady.
I don't think it matters.
You think he's done regardless?
He's done. No, 100%. He didn't want to play this year, but I think he thought that he had something to prove. Which he doesn't. He has nothing to prove to anybody, which is the saddest.
You know what was funny? When Brady retired, there was this it was a one of those cryptocurrency commercials that kept going on and on Brady. And it was with him and Giselle, and in the commercial he's like I got 10 years left or something like that. And when Brady retired, that commercial was still playing. And I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, Tom Brady retires, and it's like cryptocurrency. It's like, what do you mean, Giselle? I got 10 years left.
Well, maybe crypto made him. Maybe it's all a devised plan by crypto, and they were like,
Crypto's
"You
got
have
some
to play."
power. I don't know. I mean,
They might be
That was
running
pretty
stuff.
funny.
Crypto and Meta.
so speaking of having a say in something, you said that the Chiefs game versus the Colts, you saw that coming.
Well, and I wasn't the only one. I want to note, it was just absurd.
Right.
The Colts just got shut out by the Jaguars.
Right. And it sucks because living in Bloomington here, there's so many Colts fans, and you already know these fans are going berserk. And it sucks because I hate to see it. I'm just calm down. Like, congrats. Calm down.
No,
It happens.
I don't think. I think they're smarter than you think that they are.
I've met some Colts fans, but
I agree. But it is funny. Like, they're all wearing their Colts jerseys.
Oh my
today.
God.
Like the best part. We walked through the media
I've seen like
school.
4
There was-
already. I
already
just
saw
woke
3
up.
kids, which is hilarious. Like, you knew that they were going to do that.
Of course.
You knew that they
Of
were going to
course.
do that. And I mean, that's, you earned that prerogative. You won. Doesn't make it not funny. I think it's hilarious.
It's funny,
you
but
just got
it's
shut out by the
obnoxious.
Jaguars. It's whatever. As long as they don't get in my face being like trying to talk about the Colts, because I'll just roast them. But
Right.
whatever. They still played terrible. They still don't look good. Their offensive line is garbage still. They found a way to win without Shaquille Leonard, which is very impressive. I don't really know how many more of these they have, but when your GM and your coach are playing for their jobs, or coaching or managing for their jobs, it's not like the GM has anything to do during the season, but unless he wants to get some trades going or something. But I mean, it was for their jobs. I could have very well seen them get fired by week 4 if they went 1-3. So huge win. That division is such a stinker. Titans won though, but that division stinks. So wide open, doors wide open for them. The Texans looked terrible. God, that pissed me off. Davis Mills looked so bad. Fields looked worse, and somehow the Bears won. We don't really have to talk much about that game. Let's talk about another team in the AFC West. Since we were talking about the Chiefs, the Chargers got absolutely bodied sucks to say they probably would have been better off putting Chase Daniel out there just because Herbert was clearly not himself.
Agreed. Yeah.
Keenan Allen still hurt. Now it's Rashawn Slater, their first-round offensive line pick, out for the year with a torn labrum, I think, shoulder. Just sucks for the Chargers. Like, no matter what they try and do in the offseason, just never seems to go well. 1 year it's Eckler, 1 year it's Allen, 1 year it's Derwin James. I mean, it's always somebody with the Chargers, and it's always this hype. It's always going to be a good season, and then they always just have something happen. It just sucks.
It's something with those LA teams.
Yeah, I think so. Must be.
It
Well,
is.
not really, because the Rams just won the Super Bowl, so it's not nothing to do with the LA teams, actually.
Let's move on to the Raiders.
Wait, but real quick, the Jaguars,
Okay.
they are good.
They are good.
The Jaguars are good. Doug Peterson and
looking good.
T-Law have figured something out, and they got dudes and wide receiver and running back. James Robinson looks like a stud. ETN looks great. The defense is flying around. I mean, you could pencil me in for somebody that didn't think the Jaguars would win 6 games this year, and it looks like they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll put that out there now.
Wow.
Put that out there now. I think the Jaguars are going to make the playoffs.
There is something you did predict, and you said the Raiders aren't going to be good this year.
Yeah.
And you are pretty much correct.
I'm there
so
right
far.
now. Let's look at
you said
yeah.
that Derek Carr and Devontae Adams were not going to work. And I wouldn't say they're not working, but they're not working.
Well, it's just sometimes you have too many people to pass it to.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where the opposite of it was with Devontae and Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers felt like he had nobody else to throw it to. So Devontae
Right.
was getting 13 catches a game. He
Right.
needs that kind of volume
Mhm.
because he gets better as the game goes on. And the Raiders just have too many guys, and it can be overwhelming
Right.
for
You don't
Carr,
need that
I
many
think.
guys.
No. So I don't really know.
Like that one a few years ago when the Browns had Odell and Jarvis. It's like that kind of thing. You've both of those guys. You don't know who to throw to.
Yeah.
You only need one of them. And it didn't work because you had so many guys to throw to. The hype around that was insane.
Yeah,
People,
it was.
Wow,
I mean-
two wide receivers. They have that chemistry, that LSU chemistry.
Oh, you're talking about Burrow and Jamar Chase now?
No. I'm talking about when Odell and Jarvis were playing on the Browns.
Oh. Well, yeah, it doesn't really two wide receivers.
doesn't work. It doesn't
well,
work.
it doesn't really like. I feel like it's not as big of a deal with like wide receivers because they're not getting each other the ball.
No, but you don't know who to pass to.
No, yeah, no, I feel that. But
But at the
Jamar
same
Chase
time,
and
it
Joe
could work because
Burrow-
you have both who you could pass to.
Well, yeah, I mean, but with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, it worked out really well.
Yeah,
And it's going to continue to work out. But
you only need
it's
that one
also
player.
like it's not 1 year of a difference between not playing with each other. It's what 7 between Carr and Adams, maybe even more, maybe 8 or 9. But only 6 teams since 1979 have made the playoffs after an 0-3 start.
That statistic.
So I don't know how many teams have not made it, but it's a lot. Only 6 in 43 years. It's not very many. The last time it happened was the 2018 Texans. They won 9 in a row after starting 0-3. Yeah, I don't see the Raiders doing that. So obviously a huge disappointment. They have time, but defense and offense don't play very good complementary football. Last night's game was absolute dog water. Somehow the Broncos are 2-1.
Jimmy.
Well, I mean, he
looks
tried to
terrible.
lose. He tried to lose
Yeah.
them the game. I mean, it was
pretty
hard
obvious.
to watch. It was pretty hard to watch. Broncos defense is good. It makes it hard on people, but it should not have been that difficult for the Niners last night. God, it was a punt fiesta, dude. I hope I never have to watch a game with that many punts in my life. Good thing is I don't got to watch Iowa football, and I don't got to watch. Well, actually, Indiana. See, they don't punt that much.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, because they find other ways. They find other ways to turn the ball over that don't require us to punt it. We'll just fumble it or throw a pick or something like that. But
butt sack,
yeah, exactly. So
butt fumble.
So Jimmy G just 7-step drop right into the back of the end zone.
Terrible.
No idea where
Terrible.
he was. Hilarious to watch. Orlovsky was going off. You may not know, but Dan Orlovsky is like the only player to pretty much ever do that before. And so it was against the Vikings and he's on the Lions and it's a 0-0 game. And it's like 3rd and 10, like from their own 2-yard line. And Orlovsky takes a snap, scrambles right. He's already like 6 yards, like deep in the end zone. So he's got about 4 yards of buffer room between him and the back of the end zone. And it's just a bootleg, and he just takes off, runs right through the end zone, right through the line. And he's like still scrambling. And like the Vikings are celebrating, and he's like still running. And then like they blow the whistle, and then he like gives the ball up. But it's like the most embarrassing video of all time, like as a professional quarterback. And he like tweeted, he was like, finally like freedom. Because like he's not the only person to ever have done it.
That.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw that. That's funny.
So that was funny. I mean, that's really the only takeaway is Jimmy G. Like, Shanahan just had to be just like, this guy sucks. Like, this is why we needed Lance.
Right.
Like, he's watched it every Sunday.
Yeah,
And
Trey
it's
Lance
just,
needs to come back.
Well,
Absolutely.
he's not coming back.
He needs to.
But he's
not that he's going to.
Well, I mean, maybe you could put him in a wheelchair and he'd play better than Jimmy G. It was bad last night.
Violation.
And then last NFL news, Rihanna.
What do you think about that?
I'm so excited.
You are?
Oh my God, yeah.
Do you think she's gonna be the only one? Do you think she's gonna bring out someone?
Oh, definitely bringing out
Who
someone.
should bring out? Give me some predictions. Because your predictions are pretty spot.
Rocky is her baby daddy.
Ooh.
Nah, but they don't have any songs together. Dude, she could bring out like Drake. I wouldn't be shocked. I think I've had enough.
Yeah, she could bring out a lot of people. Be surprised. Let me. I'm gonna look up.
Yeah, look up some of her songs, and then I'll get into some college football real quick, and then we'll throw it back to Rihanna. I'll toss it back to Rihanna here in a minute. Rihanna will throw it back to us.
Oh man, she has so many good songs.
So many. She'll do Umbrella.
Yep. Love the Way You Lie. Bring out Eminem. Ooh.
Well, Eminem already came out at the last one. Do you remember?
Oh.
Yeah, he came out last year.
Yes,
yeah,
last year's was amazing.
It's gonna be better this year.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, what's wrong with bringing him out again?
Who doesn't not like Rihanna? Or who doesn't like Rihanna? That's what I'm gonna say. Everybody doesn't not like Rihanna.
Right.
Double negative.
No, I know what you meant. Yeah, she has a lot of features that she could bring out.
Yeah. So looking at college football real quick while you peruse the features.
Yeah, this is gonna be for the rest of the episode.
So last week I came in here. Last week I came in here. Friday I was, hyping up the dogs. We looked so. I keep saying we. They looked so good.
Oh, you're changing it now?
Well, I mean, it's you've made a note of it, so now I feel like every time I say it, I'm just gonna hear it from you again.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
I just
wasn't able to sleep last night thinking about we and they.
Trying to say what's best for you.
It's okay. That's fine.
In this show.
It's fine. Whatever. I'm okay to be biased. I'm cool. So Georgia, I was like super high on them. Thought they were gonna blow Kent State out of the water. Thought they'd get fired up. They came out sleepwalking. Fumbled a punt after a 3-and-out. Then Stetson threw a pick on the next drive. So I told everybody to hammer first quarter. Didn't hit. Then I told everybody to hammer first half. That didn't hit either. But I did live bet first half and barely covered. Sweat fest. Anyways,
how much money do you lose in a week?
No, I'm actually been like almost zero the last 2 weeks.
Okay, so you're just having fun at this point.
No. I'm like battling to get back to zero.
Oh.
Yeah, like I'm battling.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'll be like minus 20 and then I have to like punt on Sunday night and hope that, it works. But it has. I've been good because I just take the under every night game now, every primetime game, and it's 5-1 this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. There's something.
Actually 6-1. So anyways, UGA looks pretty sloppy. Still holding on to that number one spot pretty hard. Thought it would be interesting. So the top four right now, UGA, Bama, Ohio State, Michigan. So the two best SEC teams, the two best Big 12 teams. Michigan did not look great against Maryland. I think Maryland is a super, super sneaky team. I thought that they were maybe going to be able to pull off the upset, but I thought Michigan was a lot better. McCarthy didn't play that well. Maryland played very well on the road and almost escaped Ann Arbor with a W. So very sneaky team, Maryland. A lot of people, for some reason, thought that Indiana would be able to beat Maryland, and I constantly would tell people, you're an idiot.
No,
we're not good. And Maryland is good.
Not good.
I think Maryland is actually a good football team. I love Talia. I think he's a stud. And they have a lot of good skill players. I mean, they get so many guys from the DMV area and the East Coast, and there's a lot of good ball players over there. So Maryland almost knocked off Michigan. So Michigan's 4, Ohio State's 3, of course.
That Ohio State-Wisconsin game was close.
Wait, I can't. I actually didn't even look. Was it?
Oh no.
Oh, I knew it. Let's go. I knew it. Oh, they bodied him. Yeah,
you didn't look at that?
I didn't. Well, because it was the night game, and I was. It was just a long day. Saturday was a long day.
52-21 Ohio State.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds right. Well, at least Wisconsin put up 21. But
Ohio State put 21 up in the first quarter. To Wisconsin's 0.
Who had the most receiving yards, Smith and Jigba or Iboka?
Let me check that for you. Bring up the stats. Let's move on to something else while I get this up. But.
So I just thought it was very interesting. If you look at, so I think it's 2024, 2025, they're doing the 12-team playoff for college football. They put it into existence, If the 12-team playoff were in effect after week 3, which is tough because you have a lot of really good teams playing a lot of stinkers.
Travion Henderson.
Had the most receiving yards?
Rushing.
Yeah,
Rushing
I was
yards.
talking about receiving yards.
Receiving yards was, Emeka.
Ibuka?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast. So if the 12-team playoff were in effect right now, and obviously it's biased, but we're going to look at this every week because it is very interesting. It would be 4 SEC teams, 3 Big Ten teams, 3 Pac-12 teams, 2 ACC teams. So until we get...
I don't think it's going into effect this year.
No, it's not.
It's
no,
not.
it's
Okay.
not. No. I was saying it's
Sure.
either 2024 or 2025. I can't remember, but...
Oh, we're just hypothetically thinking.
Well, yeah, it's just all hypothetical. So if you look at the top 25 right now, not including BYU and the Big 12, because they're not yet, but taking all these teams as is right now, not one team outside of the Power 5 conferences.
Oh, man.
And the whole thing with the 12-team playoff is, maybe we'll get a Coastal Carolina. We'll get, again, not including BYU because they're going to the Big 12, but we'll get a Boise State. We'll get an App State. We'll get somebody like UCF or something. Guys, it's going to be a long time. It's going to be a long time before that happens because it's just there's such a gap in talent. And with how the college football playoff works is they do so much off the eye test now that they can just decide, oh, well, this team is better. They may not have a better record, but they're better. And we all can see it. So it's like, everybody wanted to be real excited about the 12-team playoff, but unfortunately, it's still going to be the same 4 or 5 teams.
Well, yeah, at the end, it's going to be
That's
the 4 or 5. But it gives a little more suspense to the teams that, like you said, like a UCF or something that doesn't usually make the top 4 because they're
Never
UCF.
actually. They never make the top 4.
Because they're UCF.
Of course.
I mean, from that, I'm pretty excited. Because like a team like UCF wouldn't make a top 4 team, so I'm excited from that point. But like you said, the top 4 teams are going to end up the same.
Well, that
obviously,
and I don't even mean to be a pessimist, but I've just watched college football my whole life growing up. No, I mean it doesn't even. I'm saying we'll be lucky if we even get one team. Even then, one team in the top 12. I mean, it's just so. I mean, especially with all these conference realignment stuff, dude, it's gonna get to the point where the playoff is just, and it always has been this in reality, except for Cincinnati last year, phenomenal job. But I mean, it's just gonna be a Power 5 or Power 4, Power 3, whatever we're gonna end up with in 5 years. But it's not an NCAA championship.
right?
That's why they call it the college football playoff, because it's not an NCAA thing, because it's just such a gap. It's semi-professional football. That's what it is. So actually, at this point, it's pretty much professional football. And we talked to Race Thompson last week, at the media day, and someone asked him about the NIL, and he's like, "Well, yeah, I mean, we're professional athletes now."
Yeah,
because you are.
Yeah.
Just the name that you wear is a school instead of a professional sports team. You're a professional athlete at this point. So, maybe not Indiana football. I wouldn't really say they're professional athletes. But the
that's more like
team,
a G. No.
Yeah. I'd say D1AA, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. No, but yeah, I mean, it's just tough. You look at obviously, like I said, as the season goes on, the rankings will shake itself out. More teams will lose to good teams, and you'll have an Oklahoma or Texas A&M team that's 3-1 that might end up 8-6 or whatever, or 8-4. But yeah, man, I just don't see a reality anytime soon unless Deion stays at Jackson State forever, and I still don't think that's going to happen either. So a lot of people are trying to get him to get the Georgia Tech job. I'm like, he would not fold for that. So just a little bit about college football. There wasn't really much to talk about this weekend. I think all the favorites won. Not everybody covered, of course, but Yeah, I mean that's NC State's 4-0. I mean that's cool, I guess.
Forgot to mention Arkansas. The Arkansas game was
Oh, they lost.
Yeah, on a field goal.
Yeah. To Texas A&M. Yeah, that
Doink.
stinks. Oh, they doinked it?
Doink.
Damn, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. College football, certainly it's power heavy right now, top 5 heavy. Clemson won a pretty tough game. I'm surprised that they didn't jump Michigan, to be honest. I think Wake Forest is better than Maryland. So I'm surprised Clemson didn't get.
Oh, Texas lost.
Yeah, I know, but I saw that. I said Texas Tech +7.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, you're predicting pretty well.
No, I'm not. I'm not excited to go back and listen. I'm really not excited to go back and listen. But yeah, so we'll do like the records afterwards, and Gabe will start compiling a record as well once we get to next week. But what's this? What's a Smile movie?
Oh, okay. So we're gonna move on to this is baseball. So basically, this is really creepy. All right. So brace yourselves, everyone watching. So this new movie, Smile, it's a horror movie. Can you please stop shaking your coffee? I can hear it in the microphone.
I'm aware. That's why I muted myself. Okay.
Well, I can hear it from my microphone.
That's a bummer. I have to mix this. It's the mocha, so I got to mix it in. You know, it's all the syrups just sitting at the bottom. Tragic.
All right, so let Hank do his little.
Yeah, you better cut that.
Yeah, I'll
out.
cut that out.
Was foolish.
So basically, the Smile movie. So there's a new movie coming out, and it's a horror movie, and they're doing a little marketing scheme. And I don't know what this movie's going to be about. It's called Smile, so I think they're just going to be smiling the whole time. I don't know. But they're sending actors to baseball games to sit behind the plate and just smile the whole game. Don't move, just smile. And it's creepy. It's really, really creepy. Let me show you a picture of what it looks like. So, that's what it looks like.
Oh, so it's gonna be like some kind of like disease or something.
I don't know.
All gonna be like,
But they're just sending these people to.
I actually kind of like that. I think that's kind of funny.
It's a great marketing scheme.
I think that's pretty funny.
It's great, but it's really
but
creepy.
they're not using it in, they're not using it in like the movie.
No, they're just having people advertise.
Dude, how would you be able to focus if you're a pitcher?
It's creepy.
Yeah, you got to put this in the YouTube afterwards.
I will.
I'd be freaking the hell.
It's really creepy. And last night the Yankee game got rained out.
Wait, so what's the movie? I don't understand.
The movie's called Smile.
I know. Have you like watched a trailer or anything?
Yeah, I have. It's just people just smiling. I don't really know.
No.
I'll go see it.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
I mean, I kind of have to at this point. At this point, I have to see it. I'll give an update.
Yeah.
But yeah, so last night the Yankees were playing the Sox. Judge didn't get his 61st because it was delayed in the 6th inning. But it was downpouring. But that woman behind the plate didn't move, didn't flinch, pouring, smiling, just still smiling. And it was, I couldn't even describe it, honestly. It was just, I couldn't focus on the game because this woman is smiling behind the plate. And once everyone started leaving, she moved down to the first row and just continued smiling. So yeah, that's what's going on with the MLB and the marketing scheme. It's pretty intelligent of because it's Paramount. Paramount is sending these people because that's who's in charge of the movie. But it's pretty smart, honestly. It's definitely going to get me to watch the movie at this point if they're going to go all out and sending people to MLB games. I don't know how much money they're making to just smile behind the plate. I mean, that's got to hurt your cheekbones.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but they're actors and actresses. They're fine.
I know, but they don't move.
Oh, more. That sucks. But that's life.
It's weird.
Hey, you want to promote your movie? That's more money for you. So I would be doing whatever the heck they tell me, and you just get a free game.
No, free game, great seats. I'm trying to think what would happen if Aaron Judge did a 61st. You think she would just stand up and smile?
Yeah. Well, she'd clap and smile.
Clap and smile.
So let's see. I want to find
really
what this
creepy
stat is. I think Aaron Judge is going to hit the homer tonight, to be honest. But
yeah, it's too bad he couldn't hit it against the Sox.
Well, I got to find this. Okay,
Roger Maris hit his 61st against the Sox.
So here it is. So 81 pitches since his 60th homer. 81 pitches. 6 called strikes.
They're not pitching to him.
Of course not. And it's ridiculous.
It's unfair.
I'd be okay giving him a bomb. whatever.
I don't think
I mean, dude, it's one bomb.
Would you want
and
to be the
chances
pitcher that throws the bomb to him?
Yeah, dude, because you're probably on a garbage team and you're not doing anything this year. So, like, especially if you're on the Red Sox.
Well, they're playing the Blue Jays now.
I'll bet you, and I'll bet you that the Red Sox, I'll bet you that Cora was like, nobody is going to give him that home run. This dude, he walked like, how many times has he walked since then? Well, Cora's a scumbag, of course. But I'm saying, I bet he said, you're not going to want to be the team that gives him this. You know what I mean?
Not. They did that once to Roger Maris. They're not going to do it again.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I'm sure, their whole thing was like, we're not going to throw this dude any strikes. But you know who caught a couple strikes?
Who?
Mr. Albert Pujols.
Oh, man. Albert Pujols, 699 and 700 in the same game.
Sick.
It's funny,
cool.
Dave Roberts, because
Same
Pujols,
spot, too.
Pujols was a Dodger for a brief stint. And
yeah, he was.
Dave Roberts, I guess he forgot that he wasn't a Dodger anymore, so he got real excited. And then you see the expression in his face just change. He's like, oh, damn.
I mean, how can you not? I mean,
Right,
dude,
yeah.
you have to be excited.
No,
like,
Pujols is, you can't not love Pujols. He's such an amazing player, an amazing guy, and it's kind of hard. Like, even if, like, I feel like it's different. Aaron Judge, no one wants to throw Aaron Judge's 61st, but Pujols, like, give him his 700th. It's due. He's been working so hard his career. He's like, what? He's like 50 years old. Like,
yeah, dude. If he didn't have those really bad stints on the Angels, he could probably be at like 740. If he just didn't play on the Angels for like 5 years and just do nothing.
He's in a category with Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, and Babe Ruth. I mean, I don't know how much better it gets than that. Excuse me. A lot of B's and G's there.
Yeah, I mean, just being Hank Aaron probably is better than that, but outside of that, it's probably.
You like Hank Aaron, don't you?
I don't know, man. It's almost like.
If his name was Gabe Aaron, I'd like him.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you would have any affiliation with him.
Really?
No.
But yeah, that's definitely a amazing category to be put into.
It is. It's so sick. I was happy for him. I hate the Cardinals. I always have. Actually,
they're
ever
always
since
good.
2012.
They're always good.
Well, it's just the infield fly rule, and I just hate the Cardinals. But I was happy for my friend. I was very happy for him.
Who's your friend?
My friend. He's from St. Louis. He was
Okay.
very, very excited, and I was like, I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I felt good.
Yeah.
Made my own day. You ever make your own
Sure,
day?
of course.
By saying something
Of
to someone, and you're
course.
like, wow, I feel good.
I did something good today.
Yeah, you're like, your heart gets a little warm. You're like, wow, this is weird.
Yeah, I'm kind of warm right
Is that
now.
just nice?
Just thinking about this. So you said Judge is going to get it
Yeah,
tonight?
tonight. It's going to happen tonight.
Okay,
I don't know why. I just like all
who's
the
pitching for the Jays?
anticipation has like kind of brushed over. There's nothing else to watch tonight, except for Monday Night Football. But that's going to be it's the Giants and the Cowboys with Cooper Rush and Daniel Jones. So if anything, it's going to be like funny. But I think he's going to get it tonight.
Okay. I'm trying to see who's
On the
pitching
road
tonight for
too,
the
right?
Sox.
They're
at
in
Rogers,
Toronto. Yeah. So yeah, I like them a lot this week. Yep.
Why can I not find who's pitching for the Blue Jays?
They probably haven't put it out yet. It's only 2:01. Actually,
They
I don't
usually
know how
put
they
it out
wouldn't.
like days before, but I guess
Just
it's
gotta
not
go
out
to
yet.
ESPN. You just got to go to ESPN.
Hopefully it's Manoah, because I would love to hit a home run off Manoah, guys,
Why?
because he's just cocky. And he's just annoying.
It's Kevin Gossman, who's pretty damn good.
It's Gossman.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine too. I'm
He's
fine with
pretty
that.
good. Braves are only 1.5 back of the Mets.
Wow.
We still have a chance. We got
Who's-
3 games, I believe, in Washington, and then
Oh,
we
wow.
play 3 games against the New York Mets.
Oh man.
So
Who are the Mets playing?
The Mets are playing a dog water team. I'm pretty sure it's like the A's.
Oh no. Let me see.
But we already knew this because we talked about this
yeah,
last
they're
week. I
playing
said
the
they
A's.
didn't have a chance
Oh no,
yet.
they're playing the Marlins tomorrow.
Yeah, so-
Ooh.
But then we have 3 against New York and then 3 against Miami. So, also without Strider for the next 10 days, which is really tough because our other pitchers are not very good. Good thing is we're letting Odorizzi pitch against the Nationals, and then we're going to go Fried, Wright, Morton. And we're Sunday Night Baseball October 2nd as well. So,
All right, we'll see.
we've
We've got some baseball ahead of us.
we're screwed because they're going to have Bassett, DeGrom, and Scherzer.
Yeah. I think the Mets are going to take that division.
I do too, dude. I do too. I hate even like looking at it and talking about it because
You'll get the wild card.
But
It's all right.
no, it doesn't matter. We already do. Like that's
Yeah,
the whole thing.
you'll be
So
fine.
it's not like it's just like you would really like to be heating up, and we're
Of
really
course,
not
of
heating up.
course.
So whatever.
That's what's going on in
life
baseball.
goes on. Yeah, baseball. Huh.
Let's move on to some basketball. Love some basketball.
Oh wait, did you see the Guardians were like roasting the White Sox when they were celebrating tonight?
No, tell me
the
about
White
it.
Sox were like, so first of all, the White Sox like at the beginning of the year put out like this post, and it was like the Will Smith like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like yo, like nobody's there. He's just in the living room and there's no furniture or anything. And the thing was like the White Sox were like, who else is going to compete for the division? Like, why would you post that? You're the White Sox. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then, of course, they lose. And so the Guardians posted, and they're like, where are the White Sox?
Why? What's the point of that? What was the point of the White Sox doing that?
Because they thought that they were some kind of hot, something.
They're not even close to making the playoffs or anything.
The only good thing for the White Sox is that La Russa's gone after this year, so maybe that'll help them. Probably won't, but let's see. You don't watch House of Dragon, do you?
Couldn't even tell you what that is.
Such a bummer. You should watch Game of Thrones. It's arguably the greatest television series.
I watch Game of Zones.
Exactly. Exactly.
Speaking of Game of Zones, basketball. It's basketball, right? Game of Zones, yeah. So basketball.
You watch it.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
I get it confused between what's the football one? The Gritty on Heights. That's the football one, the cartoon.
Gridiron Heights.
Gridiron? Oh.
You're a hell of a reader today.
Yeah.
You're on one.
Oh well. I was in the area. I was in the ballpark.
Gritty on. You've been watching too much Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
You've been watching too much. Yeah, I mean, it's good. You've been watching a lot of football, I can tell. Gritty on. I'm going to name my kid Gritty on. That's sick. That's sick. Oh, I just saw this tweet, by the way. Giants home unders are 14-2-1 since 2020. So something to keep in mind for tonight if you're throwing something up there. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so
scrolling through Twitter, I just got the Smile movie trailer as
well.
Dude, they listen to everything.
They do.
It just showed
weird.
up. Okay, anyways, continue. Sorry.
Is that the first time you've ever seen it?
Yeah, I've never heard of this thing.
That's weird.
Of course. No, it's not weird. They're listening.
You think?
Of course.
Jeez. At least we have some listeners.
Now I'm getting Zach Greinke. I don't even know what that is.
Okay, so basketball. Jimmy Butler still has his extensions.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
It was media day, and he still has them in.
Yeah.
He states that they're not extensions. Obviously he's joking, but he said he may keep them. He said he was just doing it so the media would, or the what's it called, social media would blow up, and obviously it did. But he may keep it because he's just that type of guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna pencil. You can put me down for somebody that doesn't care at all about Jimmy Butler's hair. I saw so many things about it on Twitter, and it's like, does anybody really give a?
You got it. You got it.
Oh, it's not loud enough.
It's okay. We know what you were trying to say.
Does anybody really give? Yeah. Anyways, like.
So yeah, Hank just cursed 7 times there.
Yeah, I just don't like. It's like you know how the NBA is. They just try and make a story about anything and everything, and it's like they're all about social media and stuff. So like whenever one thing happens, it's like Overtime posts it, Bleacher Report posts it, ESPN posts it, House of Highlights posts it, SportsCenter posts it. It's like, guys, who cares? Unless you got the Von Miller cut and you got a triangle on the back of your head, like I don't care. I don't care. He's going to do whatever he does. And why is Udonis Haslam still on the team?
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you.
Because I just got Udonis Haslam trying to gritty got me weak. That's my
Show
next
me
post.
that. Let me see that.
I mean, it's pretty bad, but just go ahead and call him Gritty Honest Haslam.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's worse than Judges.
See, I didn't think it was that bad.
What happened to Duncan Robinson?
Yeah. That's
Orlando Robinson.
That's Duncan Gritty on Robinson.
Gritty on Heights. Yeah, that's what a Gritty on Heights. That's what it's from.
Yeah, literally. So I don't know. I don't know why.
There's one more thing about basketball I want to mention.
Ooh, Andy Katz's Power 36 has North Carolina at 1, us at 7.
Wow. All right.
Duke at 9.
Wow.
We're better than Duke. When was the last time you could say that?
1965. So
87.
Remember was it last week or the episode before that we talked about Eli Manning going undercover trying out?
That was
for Penn
the
State?
first episode last week.
So there's a new undercover athlete.
Yeah, now it's not cool anymore.
Yeah,
Because now
but
once two people do it, it's
I
toast.
love Jimmer Fredette. I love him.
Yeah, but now like once everybody tries to do it, it's like
I know.
You know, it's
I know.
not. I'm trying to think of what the first one was. Go ahead.
The first one ever.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was
There's been a lot of. I know LeBron did the Blaze Pizza.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm talking
like,
about
undercover
I'm talking about athletes.
Jeez.
Dude, it was baseball. The baseball
was
team
it
had
Chris
a guy
Bryant?
out. Yeah,
Chris
yeah,
Bryant
yeah,
did a
yeah,
high
yeah,
school
yeah.
something.
Yeah, and he was raking.
Yeah.
And they're all like, what is this pop? Like, who the
Right,
hell is this
yeah.
guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Because that one was actually sick because he's just hitting nukes
That was fun.
at that high school park.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But Jimmer Fredette, what a disappointment, honestly, because he was such a great electric college player.
We
and
actually
now-
watched late night, you know, when you get back from the bar and you like throw on YouTube and you're like, oh, let's watch like athlete stuff.
in college.
So like, yeah, we put on Jimmer and then
He was so electric.
I put on Trey Young and I was getting so excited. Like he is so good. And that run we had in the playoffs, he was
Whenever I think of Trey
so
Young at
good.
Oklahoma, I think of that one video.
Oh, I
when
was
they-
not talking about Oklahoma. I was talking about the Hawks.
Oh, okay.
I hated him at Oklahoma. I
Really?
wanted us to draft Lucas so bad.
Well, you did.
Yeah, I know. I said if we draft Trey Young, I'm going to. Yeah. So.
Are you happy with it?
Well,
Would you rather Trae Young or
sucks-
Luka
it
Doncic?
sucks because the return for it was so good. Like we had the 4 and 9, and then Reddish was just such a bust,
Mhm.
which could have seen coming, but just
You got Kevin Knox.
no, we didn't. Well, we didn't draft.
I know,
him.
for
Well,
Cam
no,
Reddish.
No. We got a first round pick for Cam Reddish.
And Kevin Knox, right?
That's nothing. We got a first round pick, which is more than we should have
Yeah.
even gotten
Right.
because he's not good, and he's shown that he's not good. over
He
the
has
last 3
potential.
years.
If
Hey,
you play
guess
him right.
what?
What?
Potential after 3 years,
Ooh.
you can't keep saying it's potential. It's been 3 years. That's out the door. You're either good or you're not. He's a hooper, not an NBA basketball player. That's just what it is. Has all the skills, has all the tools. So did Kevin Knox.
Kevin Knox was a disappointment.
So was Cam Reddish. So
The New York Knicks
it
don't
is
know how
what
to
it is.
draft. They tried drafting one non-European player one year, and it's Kevin Knox.
No, it was Frank Ntilikina.
One non-European.
Oh, not. Oh, yeah. What's the Brita trend?
Oh, so the Brita trend. I just wanted to add that
Brita.
in just to add a little
What
humor,
are people
non-sports. So people are putting alcohol in the Brita, and supposedly it's supposed to change the taste of it.
Because it filters out what? Alcohol is already pure.
It takes the taste out, takes the smell out, but it keeps the alcohol components in there.
Dude, that sounds terrible. Because, like,
Who wants to taste
part
hard?
of drinking alcohol is drinking alcohol.
But some people can't take that taste of it, but
yeah,
still
so
want to
now
have a
they're
good
just going to
night.
become Brita alcoholics, which is way worse.
It's extremely dangerous.
Because I think
But
like
it's-
you have to taste the alcohol because then that's when you're like, oh wow, I know not to just drink this like
right,
it's water.
I gotta stop.
Because it's not. Dude, that sounds
No, it's
really
it's,
screwed up.
It's dangerous, but if you tell yourself, all right, I'm gonna stop after this many drinks.
Exactly, but how do you do that? Because it's like, wow, this water tastes way better than any other water I've ever had.
Yeah, maybe like get a
Oh, dude, like putting vodka in a Brita sounds disgusting.
maybe don't get like a flavored vodka and then
Well,
put it in a
duh.
Brita
Well,
because then you're gonna be
no.
like, wow, this tastes really good. This is like lime,
Yeah, like
lime
lemon
water. Yeah,
lemon
this is
water.
great.
Yeah, just get
Like a
lemon.
hint of vanilla. Wow.
You get like the strawberry lemonade, like Svedka, the stuff
Oh,
like, you know, you
Pink
drink in high
Whitney
school.
and put that in
yeah.
there. Wow, this is very a little Mio. So yeah, it's very dangerous. But
That's crazy.
for those who
I didn't
can't
know
really,
about that.
yeah,
Is
It-
that must be what like high schoolers are doing. So then their parents, like, when they like put it in the water bottle, you know, when you put like the vodka in the water bottle,
that's
they're
a
like,
bad-
no, it's actually water.
that's a prank. That's a bad prank.
But then it's like, oh no. No. And then you're like, Mom, no, for real. Like when she finds 6 water bottles in your duffel bag and you're like, no, it's water. Swear to God.
Well,
And she
also
tastes
what you
it.
could do is you can put it through the filter like 5 times and then replace your parents' water with it, and they'll drink it, and then they'll think it's water, and all of a sudden,
And then they'll be drunk
They're-
driving.
exactly.
That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. Yeah, I like where your head's at though. I like where your head's at.
Thank you.
I think we could really corroborate something interesting with the Brita situation.
Yeah.
See, I am the type of guy that I need water like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody did that to me, like I would maybe them. If I was just drinking.
Just put a little thing there as a threat, please. Just put a little point there.
But
Thank
it's
you.
like, it's just like after like a night of drinking or whatever, and then you wake up and you're like that, you crave that first sip of water, and it's like angelic almost. Like, have you ever, this is crazy. Have you ever woken up and like thought, it was either like a red Solo cup or like a water bottle, and you thought it was water and you like chugged it and it was vodka?
No, I've never chugged it. I've tasted it first because I'm a little
yeah, like
suspicious
I'm talking like
not.
half awake, like one eye open, and you like see it, and then you grab it, and you like.
No, because I
try and drink
finish
it.
my drinks.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying sometimes you don't because something happens to you.
No, I don't think I've ever gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm always conscious to the point where I know to put water next to my bed and not accidentally put a drink there.
Oh wow, see, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
because like. Definitely some nights like I finish and then I'm like, okay, I gotta go get water, and then like I wake up and I'm like, oh thank God I got water. But other nights it's like you're grasping for air.
No, I mean I definitely understand
that's clear,
that,
and you just think that you're not thinking essentially.
Well, what about this? What if you put the water the vodka through the Brita? Put
that's
that next to your bed,
and that's what I'm saying.
And you take it, you think it's water, but
that's what I'm saying. Like you wake up, you go to the fridge, like you pour it out, and then you drink it, and you're like getting dehydrated as you walk back to your bed because and then you wake up and you're feeling worse than you were before, and you're like, why do I have a headache at 11 a.m.?
Apparently it's supposed to help hangovers too. I don't know why, but
I think that this is all just a bunch of BS.
It works. It actually works.
Ugh. See, I'm the type that, no, it doesn't matter. Whatever. That's
saying
crazy.
It works.
I'm very shocked by the Brita trend.
It's extremely dangerous, but it works.
Yeah, I'm very shocked by the Brita trend.
Just if you plan on doing it for safety matters, please make a tally list and start tallying off.
That's a good idea for drinking anyways to keep yourself from.
Well, of course,
drinking.
but like
That's
you said, when you have the actual taste, you can like stop yourself because like you've had enough.
Exactly.
But with this, it tastes like water. So have a max. Stop yourself once you hit that max, because you don't know how much you're actually drinking because it tastes like water.
I am gonna try it. I'm of legal age, so I'm gonna try it.
I will not.
For the podcast, of course. I'm gonna try it for the podcast, and I will try and give an observation. I'll do a little list. Maybe even a scientific method. I'll do a hypothesis. I'll do data.
Okay.
And then I'll conclude my data and my analysis.
Tell me if it takes away the actual alcohol.
Yeah.
Do you think it would?
No, because then I don't understand why you would do it. If it takes away the alcohol, then what's the point?
I don't know what the point is. I'm just saying because it tastes like, apparently there's no taste. So,
but there still has to be. The filter is not created to take out the alcohol.
It seems
no.
A filter,
I
wouldn't think so.
No, a filter just is for water.
Right.
Like, because there's no chip in the filter that's like, oh, this is alcohol. I got to distinguish it from the rest of the filter.
You wouldn't think, right? But when you taste it,
that's not how a Brita operates. It's not. It's
all right,
not
so
like
it's extremely dangerous.
A robot. Then. I think it's very dangerous.
Yeah.
That's a very dangerous idea. I think you could drink a little bit too much and then think that everything's fine, and then you're spinning.
So next episode, I'll pick up Hank. And I'll drive him here, and I'll drive him home because he's going to try the Brita challenge, and he's not going to be driving.
I'm going to do it at 1:15 on Thursday.
No, we're going to do a night show. We're going to do a night show right before Sunday Night Football.
I'll just bring a Brita to the bar, and I'll ask them for tequila water, and then I'll pour it in, and I'll just decide, how it is.
Okay.
And then I'll leave it at Kilroy's, and I'll be like, here, if anybody else wants to try it. No.
Okay.
I want royalties, though. I want like 150.
It's very nice.
Yeah, of course. I know. Well, I know. I've told you, it makes me feel good when I'm nice.
Right, warms your heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, who wouldn't want a warm heart at a bar?
Well, I'm gonna have a warm heart when Aaron Judge hits 61 tonight, and then hits 62, and the next at bat because Gossman's gonna test him. It's gonna be great.
I think honestly, he's so big. Did I say this last week?
Yep. You said this. Yep.
Yeah,
I remember.
that they're.
Because we were like talking about him and Giancarlo and how it's just absurd. They could.
Well,
make
no,
us
I was going to
superhuman.
say I think he's so big that they're kind of telling him to like not hit the home run for marketing purposes, so their views can go up and their ticket sales go up.
I don't think Aaron Judge cares about any of that. You know,
Probably not.
if you're chasing a record, you want to get to the record as fast as possible and then break the
No,
record. Yeah,
of course.
yeah, absolutely. Well, that was the first episode. We're going to start doing these Monday and Thursday, as long as it works with Gabe's, very strict schedule. And then
Yeah, I got a Brita to get to.
yeah, Gabe's got to go Brita up some right now. Might have want to cut that out actually, but thank you guys for listening once again. And Gabe's gonna finish this one with a little extra pizzazz than normal after the Broncos have gotten up to 2-1.
Let's ride.